Hey, welcome to my cozy corner of the internet. March seems like it might be the best cozy gaming month in the whole of 2025. We're getting so many anticipated cozy games, and I personally can't wait. Honestly, I don't even know how we'll find the time to play all these games. I'll probably be spending the next few months just catching up with the games from March alone. So without further ado, let's talk about the games, and trust me, there's a lot to be excited about. We're starting the month with 2 Point Museum coming out on the 4th of March. This game is from the same people who made 2 Point Hospital and 2 Point Campus, and if you've played those, you know exactly what kind of chaotic, silly fun you're in for. But this time, instead of running a university or hospital, you're managing a museum, which means exhibitions, artifacts, displays, probably some weirdly dramatic museum-related disasters, because of course it wouldn't be a 2 Point game without everything going hilariously wrong. I'm so curious about this game. I'll probably get to curate different types of exhibits like dinosaurs, ancient relics, maybe even modern art. Of course, there will be the classic 2 Point humor, like guests having outrageous reactions to exhibits, or staff members being way too dramatic about their jobs. I also hope they've added new layers of strategy, like managing crowd control, organizing events, or even dealing with artifact thefts. Just give us all the cozy chaos. I just think there's something so satisfying about these management sims where everything looks adorable but descends into complete chaos. I love the mix of strategic planning with unexpected disasters like, oh, you thought this was going smoothly? Here's a broken T-Rex skeleton and a group of school kids running wild. Next up, on the 6th of March, we got Split Fiction, which is one of my most anticipated games of the whole year. I will play literally anything Joseph Fares makes. So far, I did, and they've all been unforgettable experiences for me. He makes only co-op games, and when you play them with the right person, it just becomes the best gaming experience ever. And this one looks really unique. It's a narrative-driven cozy co-op game where you quite literally split fiction. You jump between different storylines, helping characters rewrite their lives and make different choices. I love games that play with storytelling like this. Talking about this game makes me want to scream, by the way. Forming sentences is kind of hard because of how excited I am. So I'll talk about another game also releasing on the 6th, which is Grimoire Groves. Grimoire Groves is for all the cozy witchy vibes lovers. It's a magical gardening game where you grow enchanted plants and brew spells. You use magic to interact with your plants, and each spell affects them differently. I can already tell I'm going to spend hours just experimenting with different magical combinations. The art style is just gorgeous, lots of soft colors, cozy forest vibes, and the UI looks super clean. It looks like the perfect game to chill with a warm cup of tea and just vibe. And then on the 11th of March, we have Wanderstop. Now, this game has been on my radar since it was announced. It's from the creators of the Stanley Parable, which is a game known for its clever storytelling and breaking the fourth wall. But Wanderstop seems to be more of a cozy, reflective experience. So I'm so curious what they'll come up with, because I think it's definitely not just going to be a typical cozy game. We play as a former warrior who now runs a tea shop, and that's it. No battles, no quests, just making tea and talking to customers. And yeah, I love that. There's just something so powerful about a game that says, you've had your adventures, now let's slow down. I think it's definitely going to be one of those games that feels simple on the surface, but then it hits you with deep emotional moments. It's giving big, cozy with a side of existential crisis energy, and I'm here for it. And then on March 18th, we have the second tape of Lost Records Blooming Rage. Not going to talk a lot about this one since we already talked about it in last month's video. It's basically the second episode. It's not completely a new game release, but I wanted to talk about it in case there are people who haven't heard about it. It's made by Dontnod, the creators of Life is Strange. It has the same vibes, it feels like a teenage movie, so if you love their previous games, definitely check Lost Records out too. And then, again on the 18th of March, we're getting MySims on PC. I didn't think this day would come. So, MySims was originally on the Wii, and it's like a more cutesy, simplified version of The Sims with a focus on building and customizing your town. The characters are adorable, and the vibes are, of course, pure cozy nostalgia. I'm curious if they updated anything for the PC version, like new features or improved graphics. I hope they did, but even if it's just a direct port, I know people will be excited to relive their childhoods. There is something so powerful about nostalgia, and lately many game companies are realizing and making use of this by bringing back old games. I just hope it's a nice port. And then on March 21st, we've got Atelier Yumia, The Alchemist of Memories, The Envisioned Land. So if you're a fan of the Atelier series, you already know what to expect. Beautiful alchemy mechanics, charming characters, and cozy exploration. But Atelier Yumia seems to be adding some fresh things. The story revolves around memories and how alchemy can help uncover them. What I love about the Atelier games is how they balance slice of life vibes with adventure. You're gathering ingredients, crafting potions, and going on small quests, but it never feels stressful. It's like comfort food in game form. Plus, the environments are always breathtaking, like stepping into a watercolor painting. The next big cozy game of the month comes out on March 25th, and it's none other than Tales of the Shire. Tales of the Shire is set in the world of The Lord of the Rings, but instead of epic battles, it's all about cozy life in the Shire. Farming, fishing, cooking, and just vibing with hobbits. Honestly, I don't think there's anything cozier than the idea of living in the Shire. Imagine tending to your little garden, sharing meals with friends, and going on peaceful walks through the hills. It's like they took all the relaxing parts of Middle Earth and turned them into a game. No stress, no drama, just second breakfasts and good vibes. This is probably a dream game for so many people, and I'm so happy a game like this is made. Now I want a cozy game set in my favorite trilogy, please. In the Hunger Games universe. That would be perfect, please. I think if Middle Earth can be done cozy, the Hunger Games can too. Well, maybe not actually, I don't know. Okay, imagine a game we play as Katniss, trying to survive, going hunting and farming. Consider it, Game Studios. Anyway, then on the 28th of March, we've got inZOI. This is a game I still can't believe we're getting. I still don't want to get my hopes up too much, it just looks way too perfect. So inZOI is a life sim game, finally a good competitor for Sims. And look at its graphics and animations. It looks like real life. And the most exciting thing is the depth of customization. If they manage to do everything they promised to do, I think inZOI is going to be one of those games that people are obsessed with and probably a huge hit. I already know this is going to be a big time sink for me and I'm scared. I don't want to spend all my waking hours in only one game. And finally, sometime in March, there is still no exact date, we have Sugardew Island. So in this game, we manage a cute little island, grow crops, befriend villagers, and just exist in a wholesome, colorful world. What stands out to me the most is the art style. It's super bright and cheerful, and with adorable character designs. Plus, the island itself looks like a dream, with its lush forest, sparkling beaches, and cozy cottages. And those are all the amazing cozy games we'll be getting in March. I still can't believe the amount and the quality of the games we're getting. I think my priorities this month are Split Fiction and of course inZOI. What about you? If you only had time to play one game from this list, which one would it be? I feel like I already know the answer for most people, but just let me know in the comments, I'm curious. And I'll see you in next month's upcoming Cozy Games video, or hopefully in some video in between. Bye bye!